lesson check writing on page 277. If you have your homework near you, go ahead and take it out. All right, who wants to share? Who would like to share their homework? Go ahead and raise your hand. All right, Ray, go ahead and tell us. Oh, quickly though, let me just read the question again. The question is, what can people do to prevent water and wind from changing the land?
Floods or natural water disasters. We can move dikes to prevent floods from changing land. Wind erosion is sometimes harmful to farmers. To prevent erosion, we need to plant many trees. To prevent landslides, we can build walls.
Excellent, great, and the perfect number of sentences. Wonderful job, Ray. Who else would like to share? Misha, go ahead, Misha.
How to stop flooding is we can plant trees, put rocks in the place that can be flooding, or we can build a wall to stop it. If there is a wind erosion, we can build a windbreak to stop it. If there has a landslide, we can build a wall where the landslide happened.
Excellent, very good job, Misha. All right, who else wants to share? Hey, Funny, go ahead and share yours.
I will put sandbag around the pond and build a wall around it to keep the water not to come in the house.
All right, was that everything, Funny? You just muted yourself, so I want to make sure. All right, Zook, go ahead, Zook.
I will build a seawall to prevent flooding. I will plant a tree to prevent wind erosion. I will build a wall to prevent landslide.
Very good, okay. Now, before we move on to the next thing, anyone else want to share? Banana?
When we want to stop the flood, we need to build a wall to stop the flood.
Good. Banana, this is very, very good, but it's only talking about the first one. Next time, make sure you need to write about erosion and landslides too, okay? Maybe you can add one more sentence about wind erosion or landslides and then take another picture from Miss Dahlia, okay? So very good job with the flooding, but remember, we need to talk about all three. All right, last one. Jack, go ahead, Jack.
I put bags of sand to stop the floods. Way to prevent wind erosion is don't let the land dry. Way to prevent the landslide is put the rocks on the left and on the right.
Okay, yes, we can put the rocks on the mountain. Nice job, Jack. And it looks like Cherry really wants to share. So Cherry can be the last one.
We can plant trees so trees can keep water go down slower. We can cover the ground by planting trees, grass, and crops. We can use rocks and cement to build retaining wall to prevent landslide.
Excellent. Nice use of the word retaining walls. Very good job, Cherry. All right, you guys did a wonderful job on your homework. All right, let's do some reading practice and review. We're going to read the paragraphs with our vocabulary words one more time. Okay, Milk, go ahead and read the first sentence, just the first one.
Farmers have ways to keep wind from blowing away rich soil.
Good. And Milk, do you remember what makes the soil rich? What does it mean by rich soil?
The plants.
Yep, so rich soil is soil with a lot of
Plants and trees.
Well, yes, rich soil does have a lot of land and trees, but why? Because it has a lot of, Who remembers?
Nutrients.
Yes, good job, Milk. Nice comeback. Nutrients. All right, how do they keep it from blowing away? Next sentence, from here to here. Let's have Taylor go ahead and read the next sentence.
They plant trees and shrubs to help block the wind.
Good. Don't forget the S here on trees. Say trees.
Trees.
Very good. To stop the rich soil from blowing away, they plant trees and shrubs. Everyone, go ahead and say this last sentence. 1, 2, 3.
These trees and shrubs are
These trees and scrub are called windbreak.
Very good. And remember, shrubs are like small bushes. So these shrubs and trees are called a windbreak. Here is our other one. First sentence. Ben 10, can you please read the first sentence?
A dike is a wall by a river of or another body of water.
Very good. Wall. Puppy, go ahead and read the next sentence.
People build dikes in places where the water often rises and falls.
All right. Good job. Now, a lot of people make this mistake. This word is dikes. This word is places. We forget the ES, places. And this word is rises, falls. So we have dikes, places, rises, falls. Everyone, unmute. Places, rises.
Rises.
Zook, can you please read that sentence for us? Let's see if you remember. Start from people.
People build dikes in places where the water often rises and falls.
Is that right, Zook? How do you say this word?
Places,
How do you say this word?
rises.
Did you do that when you read?
No.
No. Go ahead and read the sentence again. That's okay.
People build dikes
Oh,
and
dikes is, how do you say this one?
Dikes.
Dikes.
dikes in places where the water often rises and falls.
There we go, Zook, much better. Let's have one more person practice this sentence. Mango, go ahead.
People build dikes.
People build dikes
Where water often rises and falls.
Good job, thank you. And remember, what does the word materials mean? Jack?
Materials like plastics.
Exactly, like plastic, right? Things we use to build. Okay. We are going to do a quick review by taking that quiz together as a class, so you can remember what you learned about yesterday. All right, everyone, let's give it a try. If I say draw, draw. If I say everyone, everyone. If I say one person's name, let them answer. All right, everyone draw. This change to Earth's surface was caused by, nice, good job everyone, wind. Blue moon, answer the next one. This prevents,
Erosion by wind.
good, everyone unmute. Number 6, this wall is a, good, it was a dike. It stops a wall that stops. What is erosion? Everyone circle, what is erosion? Nice, Blue Moon, first one. Zook, that's not right. Taylor, good job. Landslides can be prevented by, let's, Misha, what are the answers?
Putting rocks or metal on the slope and planting more plants.
Nice, good job, Misha. Next one, let's have everyone unmute and say the answer for the next.
Rushing water.
Okay, this one was rushing water, like a river rushing by. What force creates
Wind.
Cherry. All right. Nice. Next one, let's all draw. Everyone draw. These are, everyone draw. Nice, Jack. First one. Taylor, good job. Mango, Milk. Moon, Susie, Zook. Nice. Sandbags. Excellent. All right, this one, let's have Susu.
Flooding.
Nice work, Susu. Flooding. All right, this change was caused by everybody. We're on number 12. This change was caused by everyone.
Heavy rains.
Nice work. And last one, let's all draw. Everybody draw. Nice. Jack, Sino, Zook, Lumen,
Wind.
Pasta. Nice. Misha, good job. This is a windbreak. With that, let's go on to our new information. We're going to read about geotechnical engineers on page 275. Does anyone know another job that starts with the word geo?
Engineers.
Say again, Ray?
Geotechnical engineers.
Other than that one, do you know the name of another job that starts with geo? Raise your hand if you know what geologist is, if you've heard of a geologist. Good, Ray, Moon, Puppy, someone who studies
I just biologist.
Yep. Well, biologist studies living things. Geologist studies rocks. Rocks are non-living. There's geography, the study of where things are, like maps. That's geography. So geo is all about Earth, the rocks, where things are. So what do you think a geotechnical engineer does? Anyone have any guesses? Look at the pictures. What do you think they do? Taylor?
I think they study about the earth.
Excellent. Right? Geo means Earth, so it probably has something to do with the Earth's surface. Anyone else? What do you think a geotechnical engineer might do? Pasta?
Geotechnical engineers kind of like prevent something like flooding.
Yeah, exactly. They work to prevent flooding. Banana, what do you see happening in this picture here? What is this woman doing? What is the scientist doing?
The scientists picking the rock and writing.
Yeah, exactly. She's looking at it. She's writing things down about it. All right. Everyone say the word geo. Everyone say geo.
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 Now everyone say technical.
Technical.
Good. Okay. Now I'd like everyone to say geotechnical engineers.
Geotechnical engineers.
Very good. Thank you. All right. Who can read this first paragraph for us? Let's see. Nam, we haven't heard from you today, Nam. Can you read this first paragraph for us?
Geo and
Can you say geotechnical
geotechnical
engineers?
engineer.
All right, go ahead and read this paragraph now, Nam.
Geotechnical engineer study soil and rock to plan the best way to build things on land.
Very good. Why do they study soil and rock? Rosie.
Because they want to know more about soil and rocks on Earth.
Why? Why do they want to study? Why do they want to know about soil and rocks?
To build things on land.
To build things on land. So I want everyone to underline study soil and rock and build things. Raise your hand. Who knows why should you study the soil and rock before you build something there? If I want to build a house, why should I study the soil and the rock first?
If we don't study, maybe it's thing that's not good, so we build it and we fall on the ground and die.
Yes, guys, if I'm building a house in the mountains, think about all the houses you see in Sapa, in Pulau, in Vietnam. What if you go to build a house in the mountains and the soil and rocks are not safe? What if you build a house and then there is a landslide on top of your house? Oh my goodness, that would be so bad. What if I build a house by a river and the river gets wider and wider and wider until my house falls into the river? Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Right? That would be so much money, so much time. Okay, so we need geotechnical engineers to study soil and rock before we build something, right? All right, next one. Let's have Blue Moon. Can you please read this? The first sentence.
They also work to keep winds and after from changing
What is this word?
the land.
What is this?
Water.
Good. Water. They keep wind and water from changing the land. Why? Why is that important? How about Moon? What do you think? Moon, why would geotechnical engineers, ones that build on soil and rock, why would they want to keep the land from changing?
If the land changes, we will have you a lot of time to build it again.
Exactly. Like we said, they want to make sure if they build a city in the mountains, that they stop all the landslides first. They plant trees, they put rocks on the mountains. If they build a city on the river, they need to make sure they have sandbags or a dike. Otherwise, the city could get flooded. So this is very important for building. All right, last sentences from here to the end. How about, who hasn't spoken in a while? Puppy, go ahead, Puppy. They build.
They build dikes to stop flooding. They plan walls to protect the shore. They design technology to stop landslide.
Very good. So they do all of this. Technology to stop landslides, walls. They study rocks and soil. They help architects know how to build. Very important. All right, everyone. Go ahead and answer this question in your book. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everyone, go ahead and circle your answers nicely. Please make it nice and clear and small. Small circles. Go ahead and show me your answers. So everyone, almost everyone circled A and B. A few people also circled C. Let's have Rosie, can you please read letter A and letter B?
They studied soil and rock. B. They plan the best way to build things on land.
Very good. Who can tell me why letter C is not correct? Sino, go ahead, Sino. Why is letter C not correct?
Because they didn't work. They didn't work to change the land. They worked to not change the land.
Exactly. Excellent answer, Sino. They worked to not change the land. They wanted to stay the same. We're going to take a quick look at geotechnical engineers in a video on your dimensions page. And then we're going to take a quick look at this. So let's do this first. What do you see in this photo? Make some observations. Ray, give me one observation.
This is like a flood.
All right, looks like maybe there was a flood. Interesting. Susu, can you give me another observation?
There's a house floating in the water.
Excellent. Okay, there's a house. Other observation. Sam?
Look like an volcano erupts, then the lava gets cool.
All right. Could be eruption. Yes. This could be lava turn into rock and ash. Ben 10, what do you think?
It's lava cooling down.
Okay. Yes. And oh, sorry, Ben. Go ahead, Ben 10. Finish what you were saying.
I saw the picture and there just looks like lava already cooling down.
Okay. Another vote for it maybe being lava. So I will tell you, this is actually dust. Sand, dust, and dirt. Does anyone know what dust is? Raise your hand in your video if you know what dust is. Ray, can you explain? Do you know how to explain what dust is?
The dust is all similar to dirt.
Exactly. Very similar to dirt. It's like very, very, very small pieces of dirt that are kind of in the air. So it's like, oh, it's very dusty outside. There's a lot of dirt in the air. Or when you dust in your house, when something looks a little dirty because dirt from the air has gotten on your favorite pot, your favorite bowl, you have to dust it, wipe all the dust off. Little pieces of dirt. And this here is called the Dust Bowl. It's from America. The land, let's say this blue line is the land. It used to have grasslands, but after a lot of things happened, it turned into a giant place full of dust and dirt. Everything covered in dust, just like this. This is from the wind blowing the dust and dirt in a storm, a dust storm. And it's called a bowl because it looks like an upside down bowl. Everything inside the dust bowl was covered in dust. Sorry, hard to write with this. Everything in the dust bowl was covered in dust. All right. So let's take a look at the dust, geotechnical engineers, the dust bowl, and then we'll be done. Let's start with geotechnical engineer. All right, so they make it safe for us to build on Earth's surface. Without them, our house might look something like this. What do you see in this photo? What's happened to this house? They did not talk to a geotechnical engineer. What happened to this house? Raise your hand. Moon, go ahead.
It is falling down.
Yes, Puppy, why is it falling down? Why is this house falling down, Puppy?
Because the landslide.
A landslide? Could be from a landslide. What else? Milk?
Question.
House is falling down, Milk?
A float.
All right, maybe from a flood. Cherry, why do you think this house is falling down?
I know. Because about the float.
Another one for flood. Yes, could be from the beach, the waves coming up. They should have put up a dike or some sandbags. They should have talked to a geotechnical engineer.
It can be up because the earthquake.
It could be from an earthquake, yeah. All right, let's take
question.
Go ahead. What's your question, Ben 10?
I saw in the picture just look. I saw the picture. It's the house was nearly falling. One of the side is holding.
Yes, this is held up by these here sticks, by these right here. They've put these here to help hold the house up. All right, let's take a look at the Dust Bowl. Erosion, blowing away the healthy, rich soil. Let's see how bad it can really be. This is a bad change to Earth's surface. This used to be grassland, covered in beautiful, beautiful grass. Look at it now. This does not look like a grassland to me. Cattle is another word for cows that we grow to eat. Cattle is a word for cows that we are raising on a farm. Without rain, the plants died. What happens to the soil when there's no plants in it? What happens to the soil when there's no roots to hold it in place? Rosie?
The rich soil will get blown away by the wind.
Very good. And that creates a huge dust storm, a dirt storm. Dirt and dust flying everywhere. See, this is not rain. This is not clouds. This is dirt in the air, the Dust Bowl. Let's watch one more time. All right, so we can see that this can be really, really, really dangerous for farmers, for people. Okay, so this is it. Your homework is the self-check for this lesson on page 278 and 279. All right, we finished the lesson, so it's the self-check, 278 and 279.